Yeah, I mean, she's not with us. They're not with us anymore. She's gone. So check this out, guys. We have Bella out. Of course, my friend Jen is in town, and she's got her Bella banana swag on. How awesome is that? And Jen actually came out because we were gonna do a video today, collab with a couple of her friends, Tiff
and Carrie.
And what it was is Tiff and Carrie were extremely afraid of snakes. But unfortunately, the Michigan weather happened to mess us up, and it's actually an ice storm where they came from. So they decided we were gonna postpone so they didn't have to drive in an inch of ice. But it's terribly cold and rainy out here. But Jen is a trooper. She made it all the way here from Chicago. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out just for a little while. And Jen actually wanted to see this beautiful snake here, right?
I love the Sunfire retic. She looks like a 3D puzzle.
She wanted to see it. So we're gonna hang out and just look at a few animals. And I think that we've been talking about this for a while, about doing kind of a crew spotlight as far as what they keep at home. So I think Jen and myself are gonna head over to Eric and Mary's house and just see some of their animals. I hope that you guys will enjoy it. But in the meantime, we're gonna take a look at a few other things. You know, it's been kind of interesting. The other day I walked in and I saw some of the plants kind of just floating in the water over here. And I thought, what the heck is going on? I've never seen that before. And then sure enough, yesterday came and all of these plants right over here were floating in the water. So apparently RJ has decided to just become some kind of a gardener or something like that. And you can see over at the waterfalls where all the fake plants are right over here. He's obviously been climbing the waterfall and kind of excavating and moving stuff around. RJ, what are you doing? Do you just like to move the plants around or something, buddy? Guys, I tell you what, I am legitimately devastated right now. We came upstairs. One of the things Jen really wanted to see was Laverne and Shirley. And I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, that's Laverne and Shirley, and I told you guys that I was taking a huge risk because two-headed snakes a lot of times don't make it, and yeah, I mean, she's not with us. They're not with us anymore. She's gone. She's gone. I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, everything looks perfect. I mean, they ate every time I offered her food. I just don't even know what to say. I mean, like, I had her for 3 weeks. I mean, I just don't know. How does this... Oh my gosh, I'm just... It was like my dream animal. I produced a two-headed snake like 15, 18 years ago. It was the first one that I had ever produced, and it was doing really well. I had it for like 6 months, and I thought, oh, you know, I got a big offer, and I sold it because I thought, you know, I produced so many snakes, I'm gonna get more. And then it lived like 12 years for other people. It got sold like 3 times, lived for 12 years. In the meantime, I produced 2 or 3 or 4 other ones that lived only a day or 2. Then about 3 years ago, I got offered a Mexican black king snake. I bought that one knowing the risk I was taking. It was a young animal. It lived like 3 months and it passed away. The same thing as Laverne and Shirley here. You know, was doing well, and then one day I just found it dead. And then, you know, but I've always wanted a two-headed snake. So when I got offered Laverne and Shirley, I was like, I need to take the risk. It's just something I've always wanted. And, you know, I was scared. I went down to Texas. I told you guys every day how I was nervous. But, you know, the people that sold it to me, which I completely believe, said that she ate and she ate. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. When I picked her up, she was like 6 or 7 months old. And I thought, I mean, that's pretty small for a 6 or 7 month old animal. But again, I'm not blaming them whatsoever. I just think they were kind of maintained feeding her because maybe they didn't want anything bad to happen, and I completely understand that. But as soon as I got her, I thought, man, she should be a lot bigger than she is now. Got her here. I was nervous because of the trip back. I got her back here. First time I offered her food, she ate for me. I mean, right off the bat, she ate. I've since offered her food 4 times. Every time she ate. The last time she fed was actually 5 days ago. Just yesterday before I left, because every day the first thing I do is check her, the last thing I do is check her because I'm so nervous. I mean, they're acting perfect, seem completely fine. Yesterday, perfect. today Jen came in, and I didn't check the first thing because we were looking around, and Jen said, I want to see Laverne and Shirley. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I open up her cage, and I find her just laying there, lifeless. Oh my gosh, guys, it's just taking the wind out of my sails. I don't know what to do. I mean, I knew it was a risk I was taking. I knew that these things don't often live long, sometimes short periods of time, but she was going to be one of my mascots next door. I really thought that I could bring people in and see a two-headed snake. I only had her for a few weeks, but I was so attached to her. I mean, she was so amazing. They were so amazing. Oh my gosh, guys, I just don't know, man. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I don't know, you know, I mean, I'm so afraid to tell Lori. She's gonna be so upset with me because she was not supportive of me getting Laverne and Shirley because we've had bad luck in the past, you know, and I took this risk, and I was probably stupid. I should have never done it, you know, and I've got to tell myself in the future to, if there's a two-headed snake around, to not do it, to not buy it. I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm just bummed. I just don't know what to say. I mean, I literally don't know what to say to you guys. I just wish I knew what happened, and I wish I understood there's no way we did anything wrong. I mean, we're keeping her perfect. She looks perfect. Alright, guys, well, there's nothing else to really say other than I'm just devastated. And I'm going to do the best I can do right now to just regroup myself. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Alright, I need a little bit of time here, guys. So I took a few minutes, and thankfully Jen was here. It kind of emotionally kept me in check to some sense. I'm kind of more in shock than anything. I think I had mentioned before that I just had a bad feeling when I bought it. Like, I almost had buyer's regret from the moment I did it because I just didn't know what was going to happen, and maybe I should have went with my gut feeling. Regardless, I know this is going to change pace really quickly. I went from wanting to show Jen around a bunch of animals to finding Laverne and Shirley to I decided that I'm going to preserve her. I've never preserved a snake before, so we went on YouTube and we looked up, and I needed to get a mason jar, a syringe, and some 70% alcohol. I never have done this, and whenever I've lost an animal, especially some of the two-headeds from the past, I've never preserved, and I've always thought that it would be really cool to have that, you know, not that I would ever want one to perish, but at least I can keep Laverne and Shirley around, and maybe kids can look at the bottle, because in my mind I always thought like these kids would get so much joy from seeing Laverne and Shirley alive. Not that they're going to get the same joy, but regardless, let's just go ahead and talk about it. From what I saw on YouTube, you can't just put it in alcohol because it'll still kind of deteriorate. So you actually have to inject a small amount of alcohol into the actual animal to help preserve it. In this case, maybe just every half inch or so, just a small amount of alcohol, and that helps preserve the tissue so that when you drop it into the alcohol in the mason jar, it won't rot, you know, and it'll still look good. So again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sharing things, and this is my way of trying to cope with this whole mess. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this syringe, and I'm going to take a little bit of, again, 70% alcohol, and I'm just going to suck it up into the syringe, and I'm going to just really very gently, and oh gosh, you guys don't even understand how hard this is for me. I'm literally just going to inject just a little bit of this alcohol into her body cavity, again, every about half inch. And basically, once you have that all injected into the body cavity, it's just a matter of, I guess, just pouring alcohol into the jar and then putting her into whatever position you want. And listen, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still not even sure if I should be doing this part of the video. I just don't even know. I'm kind of numb right now, and I'm sorry to be like a Debbie Downer. I usually like to be upbeat and have great things, but I just, this is my way of coping with it. I mean, at least I'll be able to always remember her. So I suppose you just kind of put her in here, and then ultimately it's just a matter of sealing the jar. And I guess that's it. Okay, now the emotions starting to hit me a little bit. Okay, give me a minute. Obviously, this vlog took a turn for the worse. I really didn't expect it to happen, but again, I always want to bring you guys along, and it gives me an opportunity to continue to grow and learn and share with you guys, you know? I mean, sometimes you got to take chances, and in my eyes, I really thought this animal would bring joy to people that came in and would go, oh my god, I saw a two-headed snake. And really, my gut feeling was to not buy it, and I went against my gut feeling. And this is no bash on the seller whatsoever. I am 100% sure that they were honest with me about its health and everything. I knew the risk I was taking. I didn't expect this to happen in less than a few weeks of owning it, and yes, it hurts on all kinds of different levels, but the truth is that these things happen in life, and it's about how you pick yourself up and move forward. I could sit here and sulk and feel bad for myself for this happening, or I could say, wow, that really sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it, and I have to continue to move on. And I realize that there are some people out there that are going to use this against me, you know, saying, look, he had that snake and it died and it's my fault. I understand that. There's nothing I can do about that, and the truth is that's their problem, not my problem. I know that we took great care of the animal. I knew it was doing really well, but I also know that a lot of times there's congenital issues with these animals, and that's why you only see a handful of two-headed snakes that live past a few months of age, and certainly very, very few that are more than a year old. I took the risk, I took the chance, and it didn't work out. And I'm extremely upset and bummed at myself that I didn't go with my gut feeling, but that's life, and now I have to live with it. So regardless, again, this is a learning opportunity to say, you know what, I could stay down, I could be bummed out, I could feel like the world has closed in on me, but the truth is you have to go on. There's amazing things happening in life. I'm so blessed to have so many things going on around me that I'm so excited about, and it's all gonna work out. Yes, it sucks, and yes, I am completely bummed out right now, but I'm going to push through, and things are going to be okay, and tomorrow's going to be a great day, and I'm going to try to make the rest of today as good as I possibly can. Probably not as good as what I'd like, but that's okay. It's going to all work out. With that said, I don't really know how long this vlog is. I don't know anything about it, but I don't see any purpose in going on and doing anything else. We'll get to Eric and Mary's at some point here in the next few days, but I just couldn't really see to bring myself to the point to do that right now, and I hope that you guys understand that. So I am going to go ahead and end the vlog here, and I think you guys can understand why. Regardless, thank you guys for your support. You do mean the world to me. Through the thick, the thin, the good, the bad, you guys are always there, so thank you so much. And you guys know all the routines about the likes and post notifications, so I'm not going to say that. Just remember to be kind to someone today, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.